Good evening, Texas.
Good evening.
Oh, no, come on, you can do better than that. Good evening, Texas. This evening, I have the distinct honor of introducing Joanna Anderson, your 2013 Texas Regional President. Joanna is a nursing student at Austin Community College and a member of the Alpha Gamma Pi chapter of Phi Beta Kappa. Inducted in 2009, she has served as Vice President, Public Relations Officer, and Treasurer. She has served with her chapter on committees such as Helping Hands, the Honors and Action Committee, and has taken an active role in initiatives such as the Silver Star Children's Literacy Program and many regional officer campaigns for Alpha Gamma Pi since 2011. She has been a part of the Phi Beta Kappa International Scholar Laureate Program and has been awarded the Dr. Mary Hood Star Scholarship as well as the Walter B. Cooper Scholarship in the Texas region. She is a 5-star competitive EDGE member and a member of Who's Who among college students. As a nursing student, she is passionate about supporting the health and well-being of others by serving on committees such as the Relay for Life, Walking to Raise Awareness About Cancer, and Be the Match, an initiative to bring awareness for the need for bone marrow donations to patients suffering from cancer and anemia. She is an active member of Student Life at Austin Community College, serving incoming freshmen by educating them at ACC's new student orientation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your 2013 Texas Regional President, a true example of servant leadership, Ms. Joanna Anderson.
Good evening, faculty, administrators, members, officers, and I am honored tonight to speak to you again. So just before I start my speech, the reason I'm giving this speech tonight is because as one of my responsibilities as Texas Regional President, I have to go to the Texas Community College Teachers Association and give a speech on whatever their theme is for the year. And their theme this year was the power of harmony. Gandhi said, happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. What is harmony? Harmony is defined as a consistent, orderly, or pleasing arrangement of parts. Harmony is also defined as any simultaneous combinations of tones, especially when blended into chords pleasing to the ear. A chordal structure as distinguished from melody and rhythm. It is the science of the structure, relations, and practical combinations of chords. Yes, these are all definitions of harmony, but what is the power of harmony? The power of harmony can be seen in various aspects of life, like harmony within a team, harmony in the classroom, and harmony within oneself. First, I want to talk to you about the power of harmony within a team. Picture harmony within a team, like the harmony you can achieve with an instrument, like a guitar, perhaps. A guitar has 6 strings, and when all strings are tuned right, it has the capability to harmonize beautifully. However, learning to harmonize with the guitar takes commitment and dedication. And what happens when one or more of those strings on a guitar breaks? There is a discord, and the guitar no longer has the ability to harmonize. I reference a guitar when talking about a harmony within a team because in order for a team to have harmony, all members must work together equally. The Texas Regional Officer Team is a prime comparison to a guitar. There are 6 members in our team, and throughout this year we have learned what the power of harmony is and how to use it for the better. At the beginning of our year, we all had different strengths or strings, and we had to learn how to tune these strengths to work more efficiently as a team rather than 6 individual members. Because of our teamwork and collaboration, we were able to successfully plan and execute 2 going on 3 incredible events for the members of the Texas region of Phi Beta Kappa, not only to attend, but to learn and have opportunities for leadership and personal growth. As a team, we learned what the power of harmony really meant and the amazing outcome it had on each of us, as well as the Texas region. The power of harmony within a team is very similar to the power of harmony within a classroom. Having harmony in the classroom is what helps students like myself take the initiative and have the courage we need to succeed. This happens in many ways, but passion and consistency are just to name a few. When a teacher has passion for educating students and wanting to see their students succeed, it is evident. According to a Texas study, it was found that a professor's effectiveness is 20 times as likely to boost student performance on a test as other factors. According to a 2010 IMG survey, it was found that 88% of American adults reported having a teacher who had a significant impact on their life. Of those students, 83% said a teacher helped boost their self-esteem and confidence. 75% said a teacher had been a mentor or a role model for them. 79% reported having a teacher who encouraged them to follow their dreams. And 98% reported having a teacher 98% believe that a good teacher can change the course of a student's life. These are all results of a teacher having passion for what he or she does on a daily basis. Consistency also makes a difference. A teacher who is consistent in their curriculum not only tells students that you are dedicated, but shows how well we do in your class is meaningful to you. I began the Associate's Degree of Nursing program at Austin Community College in the fall of 2012, and in my second level, I had a teacher who possessed both passion and consistency, and therefore brought harmony into the classroom. At the beginning of the semester, she told our class that if we had dedication, hard work, and compassion, that we already had the qualities to make a great nurse, and that is what matters in the end, not what grades you make in nursing school. This was the first time I had a teacher tell me that my GPA does not define who I am. Throughout the entire semester, she always ended her PowerPoint lectures with an inspirational quote or a cartoon comic that related to the topic we were learning. She was not just a teacher, she was a servant leader and took the time to build rapport with her students. I guess you could say that I'd have to include myself in that 98% of students who believe a good teacher can change the course of a student's life. What I just described to you is an ideal example of the power of harmony. Harmony intensifies the positive bonds between people, focusing energy and releasing power for accomplishment. This can be seen in conventions such as this one. When most successful, it is because of a deeper connection and bond was created among the teachers and other faculty of the Texas Community College Teachers Association. This is accomplished through a mutual respect, by genuinely focusing on the contribution of others and via collaborative decisions for future actions. Whether it is by attending conventions, faculty meetings, or in a classroom, our energy skyrockets and our teamwork produces positive results. In essence, the harmonic event has created a new burst of energy, therefore enabling consensus and both collective and individual achievement. Individual achievement is a path to harmony with oneself. This perhaps is most essential and basic expression of the spirit of life. This path is one that I have taken not once, but many times. As a child growing up in the foster care system, learning to find harmony with oneself was not a task easily attainable. Moving from foster home to foster home and continuously changing schools, I often found that there was an imbalance in my life. At these times, I found that my teachers helped me find my harmony through collaboration with my education. Through my education, I was able to find tranquility, and it instilled in me a passion for continuing my education, which has led me to where I am today, just a few months away from attaining my associate's degree of applied science. So, how do you achieve the power of harmony? Well, I can tell you this. You must first have an understanding of who you are and find happiness in your life. From here, the possibilities are endless. To end, I will leave you with a quote from Rabindranath Tagore. The highest education is that which does not merely give us information, but makes our life in harmony with all existence. Thank you. So are you ready for a few more awards? So we're going to circle back around. We had some appreciation awards on the very first night, but 2 people weren't here. I'm hoping one of them's in the room, but let's start with Garrett Stoss.
Oh, okay.
As you heard, Garrett's an alumna. He stepped up to volunteer as our videographer. The next appreciation award, I don't know if he's in the house or not, goes to Dr. Dwayne Hood. Is he here or is he stepped down? Somebody goes find him and bring him back in here. We are going to do this. And in the meantime,
one of the late arrivals to our conference missed their participation award for both College Project and Honors in Action. So we would like to recognize Psi Iota Chapter, North Central Texas College, Gainesville.
And as you might imagine, it takes a ton of people to put one of these on. And we had some amazing volunteers that helped us, some chapters here in District 4. The very, very first is the Alpha of North Harris Alumni Association. Kenneth. Linda Dodgen. Linda? Mark, Yuri, I guess we're bringing the whole group up. Come on.
There we go.
So you have probably seen this crew doing all kinds of things. You can't even imagine. Kenneth, well, I won't even go into the things I've asked Kenneth
Come on, guys, seriously. I know, I always start at aces. Yeah, that's true. Big hand for them, please.
And next we'd like to recognize Alpha Gamma Zeta chapter, Sandra Center College South.
I know that their advisor's husband, they had an emergency in the family, so I guess they're not here this evening. Next, we have Sigma Delta College of the Mainland.
And Alpha Alpha Rho chapter, Lone Star College North Harris.
Oh, that's very.
Wayne, stay put. It's the collaboration and support of these local chapters that really help pull these events off and make them something very, very special for you. Let's give them all another round of applause. And next we move to the poster project. Those were the posters in the back. Oh, Dwayne, excuse me. Before we move forward, are you going to bring him up? Dwayne Hood, Board of Appreciation. Dwayne continues to work very hard behind the scenes in support of the Texas region, and I honestly don't know what we would do without him. So now we're going to move to the poster project. So those were the posters that were in the back of the room. How many of you took a look and saw the projects that were back there? How many of you participated in it? Stand up if you participated in the poster project. This is one of those projects that began as an idea of one advisor a few years ago who's no longer with us, but it's always amazing to me to see those little ideas come to life, and you all outdid yourselves this year. Just absolutely amazing participation.
So, for the Award of Merit, which is like the first runner-up, we have Alpha Omicron chapter, Tyler Junior College. We request only one member of to accept the award, please.
Drum roll. And the winner of the poster project is South Texas College Beta Epsilon Delta. longer with us, let me tell you just a little bit about him. Jeremy Coe, who somehow has defied the years of looking very much like he did in the 1990s at Tyler Junior College, with just a few Arctic highlights now. Jeremy was a go-getter from the very moment he was inducted into the Alpha Omicron chapter at Tyler Junior College. During his tenure at Alpha Omicron, the chapter attained its very first 3-star ranking, made possible by Jeremy climbing through an upper story window to get into the computer labs after hours to work on the homework essays. If you ever wonder why the campaign rules say you can't throw anything into the audience, you can thank Jeremy for that. Jeremy was elected as Mary Hood's very first District 3 Vice President, and the campaign featured the words, Alpha Omicron is a roll, while members tossed Tootsie Rolls into the audience. Frozen Tootsie Rolls, since the convention was in northern Texas, and Gigi thinks that it was probably Lubbock. Very, very cold. And she says the rest is history. Jeremy continued to make huge contributions to his home chapter. He was a first-team academic All-American, even though he missed his flight. And during his tenure as a regional officer, Alpha Omicron became a 5-star chapter, a designation they have maintained to this very day. Jeremy continued on to UT Tyler and, is it Texas Tech? Texas Tech, and is now a successful attorney in Tyler, Texas, where he also serves as a youth pastor with his lovely wife, Eve. Eve, wave. He continues to speak at chapter inductions. He wants to charter an alumni association, and he's contributed so that the chapter could participate in a 100-hour Habitat for Humanity build. Ladies and gentlemen, our Tejas Award winner, Jeremy Coe, who's going to come share a few words with you.
I didn't even know I'd been nominated for this award until yesterday morning, and then I found out I won that same morning, and I found out I had to be in Houston when I had court at 9 o'clock this morning in Tyler, Texas. So, whereas, I'm very happy to be here with you today, and it's very strange for me because about 21 years ago, I was running for Vice President with Alpha Omicron. My brothers and sisters out there. It was so great to see Dr. Wayne Hood, who after 21 years still remembers my name and my face, which is just an amazing testament to how important people are in this organization, which is one of the very unique things about it. I gave the induction speech at Phi Theta Kappa Alpha Omicron a couple of months ago, and one of the things that I told them, they asked me to share what Phi Theta Kappa has done for you, what kind of springboard has it been. And if I had known I was going to be speaking, did I mention I didn't? I would have had my PowerPoint with my little map of the United States showing all the places that I was privileged to visit when I was with Phi Theta Kappa. I traveled thousands and thousands of miles, a little guy from Winsboro, Texas, population 2,904, and I went all over the United States with Phi Theta Kappa. I traveled miles. I bought my first car of my very own, badly needed, with the money I won with the USA Today Academic All-American money, which was the same car I was driving, although it had no wheel covers when I met my wife. In fact, she said that it purred. But I bought it with my own money that I won through Phi Theta Kappa. So I just want to tell you, I'm a little old school when it comes to Phi Theta Kappa. I am so old school that there used to be a Texas-New Mexico region. That's old school, right? How long has it been now that it's been just Texas? About 15 years, wow. And I wasn't having babies, she was, but we were married and I was having babies and working and trying to, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm so old school, we used to call Phi Theta Kappa PTK. And I hear that's not politically correct now. If there's any national office people here, I'm sorry, because I looked it up on the website. I heard we're not supposed to call PTK. We're supposed to call PTK Phi Theta Kappa. So anyway, I will do that from now on. I'm sorry. Mr. Risley, is he here yet? Oh, good. So Phi Theta Kappa really was a springboard for me, and as I said, a little guy from Winsboro, Texas. I traveled all over the United States. I met hundreds and hundreds of people, some of whom are here tonight, like Danny Rose. Oh my gosh, he went and did it. He did it. Gigi had asked me to share funny stories I remembered from Phi Theta Kappa, and all that stuff that you were talking about throwing the Tootsie Rolls, sorry about that. I didn't remember that at all, and now I know why I didn't remember. Because when I saw Danny, and Danny and I served as vice presidents together for Texas and New Mexico region, he said, do you remember that time in Albuquerque, New Mexico, that you were on my shoulders and I dropped you on your head? No wonder I don't remember any of the funny stories. And when Gigi had mentioned Danny Rose said hi, I'm thinking, Danny, name sounds so familiar. And then she mentioned his hairstyle from 1993. On the grounds that it might incriminate him, I'm not going to mention what kind of hairstyle it was. But he did shout out my old name that everybody in the Texas-New Mexico region knew me by, which was Opie. Opie, thanks for that. You know, it's really, my wife is sitting there mocking me right now. I was really hoping she'd hear stories that would make her think that I was cool. And when I walked to the podium, people would start listening. And I think it's because I was 21 years younger and I looked about 14 and I had 20 less pounds. And anyway, it's just I was hoping that maybe the nickname would be Muscles or Flash or the Enforcer. And instead it was Opie. So anyway, enough about that. Phi Theta Kappa taught me to take risks. And one of the things I love about community and junior colleges is there's so many non-traditional students. Some of my best friends were non-traditional students, and I love the fact that people take risks in the middle of their life. They change what they're doing and they say, you know what, I know that it's not traditional. I know that it's a risk. I know that I may not be able to make it in the job market, and so I'm going to do something out of the box. And as a business owner, that I've had my own business. I started my firm 11 years ago. Now we have 15 employees. I've got 2 lawyers that work for me. Urbano Lino from Alpha Omicron. He just accepted that award. He's our criminal legal assistant. That does not mean he's a legal assistant who's a criminal. He works on criminal cases. I've got these lawyers that work for me now, and for years it was very hard making payroll. It was very hard just paying the bills and making a business run. But some of the things that I did, stepping out of the box, taking risks, that I learned in this organization truly have helped me grow a successful business. And it also taught me to make new friends, to speak, which I do professionally for a living, which is why when you tell a lawyer, make brief remarks, that's never a good thing. When the judge says, counsel, do you have any argument? You say, briefly, Your Honor, and everybody rolls their eyes because they know you don't mean it. I'll wrap up with this. When I shared at the induction banquet, I think the most unique thing about Phi Theta Kappa, having been members of volunteer boards and things of that nature, is Phi Theta Kappa, the focus on service is unparalleled in any other academic organization that I've ever seen. And that is truly what is unique about Phi Theta Kappa. You know, our definition of success changes throughout life. When I was at the induction banquet, I put up a picture of a Big Mac. And everybody was kind of looking at me and said, what does this mean? Well, when I was a struggling lawyer with, mouths to feed and student loans to pay, my wife and I, when we were really fortunate, we would scrape together the money from the cup holder in my car that purred with no hubcaps, and we would go to McDonald's and we would split a Big Mac. Have any of you college students ever been there? You're having to dig the change out of your cup holder. And so my definition of success is one day I'm going to have the whole Big Mac by myself and fries and a drink. You know, that's not my definition of success anymore. Thankfully, I can afford fries and a Big Mac. That's not my definition of success. My definition of success at one time was I want to have a car with hubcaps. And now we've got several cars with hubcaps. I'm pleased to report that. The greatest professor the world has ever known said, to whom much is given, much is required. And it's a creed that I try and live by, because we live here in America, which is still, as of today, the freest nation in the entire world, where you and I have the right to speak what we want and to believe as we choose. And we have the right to choose what kind of career that we're going to have. And so, because you have the opportunity to have education that a fraction of the people in this world, many of whom would give their lives to have, many of whom have been locked up, lost their family members, been separated from them, to have that kind of educational access, you should take this as a great responsibility. I know all of you have goals for academic success and one day success in your career. You want to do well for your family financially and in other ways. But I want to remind you, it's not just about doing well, it's about doing good. I'm going to close with this quote from Martin Luther King Jr. Got to get in my iPhone here, a little product placement there. Everybody waving in the air. The speech is free, but I get $25,000 from Apple if I mention their products today. All right. Martin Luther King Jr. said, everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. If I leave you this remark tonight, it would just be to remember to not just do well in your careers, in your academic and professional careers, it's to do good with your life. And to remember that even if you don't change the world, you can change all the lives all around you, and that should be enough. Thank you.
Lots of announcements tonight, so listen up. All right, campaigning at Marketplace only during 9:30 and 12:30. You guys know where that is. We have the parade at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Can everybody see okay? Because I have a pair of glasses up here with somebody's name on them. Is anybody missing glasses? Who do you want me to leave them with? Alright, I'm going to leave them with Dr. Molly. If you're missing glasses, that's where they are. They have no frames and they have black, those things. Okay, you guys remember our alumni is selling water for $1 and they're going to be out here in the foyer. And what am I missing? I think that's it. Oh, tomorrow at the gala, be sure you wear your name tags. We're not letting anybody in without a name tag, so if you don't have that taken care of, please do so.
Picture of them, just like we had of all of the competitive Edge group. So if you were an All-USA winner or an All-Texas winner, would you please come up here? We're going to take a photo. This year.
Try this way a little bit. How about now? Okay, good.
Programs for this trip and see if you have Jenny Rookie's program. Her name is on the front. Well, if you find it and it has Jenny Rookie on there, this is she.
I've got somebody else's in this guy. Baylor, apply Baylor by 6-15, chapter alumni association on it.
So please, if you find it, please return it to me. Thank you. All right, Texas. I hereby adjourn the 4th General Session.